Whew. Feels like the Otter teacher.
Hey,
Hello, welcome.
hello. Yes, you guys would not believe the drama that happened in this 1 minute between
Yeah.
10 a.m. and 10:01 a.m. Oh no, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh
Man, there's
man.
drama at every hour. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Can't control it.
I feel like Homer, you know? I feel like
Which
I just
one?
went through a journey. Oh yeah, both. Both.
Every hour.
Every
Every
Homer
hour.
ever.
I think I've only now just understood the irony of Homer Simpson being called Homer. So
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you
right.
for that enlightenment.
I was
Okay.
I was watching this TV show yesterday, and this obviously was made before the quarantine, but one of the characters said that she felt quarantined figuratively, and it just, oh man, the irony.
Man, and you were like, no, you don't know what it
Yeah,
feels
you don't
like.
know what that means. You don't know what that means. Shut your mouth,
although
Judith.
although maybe now she does know.
Yeah, yeah,
Now she's sitting in quarantine like, wow, when I
yeah.
played that part, I did not understand. Okay.
All
So
right.
welcome everybody to the 11 a.m. 10 to 13 focus activity on talents and skills.
Yeah,
For
welcome,
everybody
Luca.
watching, yes. So for everybody, Luca watching, introduce yourself. Tell us where you are. Tell us which Myers school you go to, and in the meantime, we will also introduce ourselves. So I am Jadene. I'm from London in England, and I am a teacher at the school in Milan in Via Meravigli.
Fantastic. I am Cesar. I also teach at the same school in Milan. I'm originally from Puerto Rico, and I grew up in Florida, and now I live in Milan. Milan, Grand Milan.
Ooh, and you're never gonna leave Milan.
Yeah, not now.
No,
Not
this is
anymore.
it. We're all here. I hope you're all happy with the places that you've decided to settle for the
Yeah,
rest of your lives.
yeah, exactly. For the rest
I
of what
hope
may
you
be
do
very
better.
short lives.
Oh no, oh Caesar, too much, too much,
Too much? Too
too
much?
early. Oh my goodness.
Too soon?
Okay, so maybe, maybe. Um, so today's activity, as we mentioned, is on talents and skills. So what is a talent and what is a skill?
Mm, good question. So, I think a talent is something that you kind of have naturally, kind of an innate
Okay,
talent. And a
okay,
skill is something you develop.
okay. So a talent is more like a natural ability, and a skill is an ability that you have to work for.
Exactly.
Okay,
Mm. So,
so we kick right off. Do you want to read the screen?
yeah, absolutely. So, talents and skills. In this focus activity, discovering talents and skills, sequencing phrases, and
Mm.
teaching a talent.
Whoa. Okay, so there is a lot happening in this focus activities. And hello, Marco. Good morning
Welcome,
to
Marco.
you as well. How are you? I like the smiley face. That's made me feel a lot happier.
Never
um,
underestimate the power of a smiley face.
oh no, man, smiley faces. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. So, for everybody watching, we kind of just mentioned what we think is the difference between a talent and a skill. Do you have any talents or skills?
Exactly.
Let
I
us
mean, I'm
know.
sure you guys do.
Do
Don't
you
be
have any
modest.
talent, Caesar? Are you skillful? Are you talented?
Um, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I'm pretty good at learning languages. That's
Ooh,
my kind of
how many
passion.
languages do you know?
So far, I speak 5 languages, and I'm working on my next one.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What? How? How is that possible? What
Well,
languages? Tell me. Tell me the secrets.
all right. So, my first language was actually Spanish, because I was born in Puerto Rico. Then, as a kid, I learned English. Then I studied both French and Italian in high school, even though I didn't really learn any Italian. It was just like the articles, but that's it. Then Portuguese, and then I actually learned Italian once I came here.
I see. And what language are you working on next?
Now I'm working on my German.
Ooh, a very
Yeah.
different language. German is actually my favorite language.
Is it? Do you
Um,
speak it?
yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
really?
I like
Oh, no?
I
Oh, okay.
like all the I like all the harsh sounds. But you
Yeah.
see, guys, Caesar suggested this focus activity on talents and skills, and I say he did it just to toot his own horn.
No way. No, not at
He
all.
knew that we'd ask him. Yeah, okay, so Marco says, I'm in Caserta where, remember not what, but where, because we're talking about
Yeah,
location.
exactly.
I used to attend classes in Milan, Filzi. What's up,
Maybe,
Marco?
but I used to attend. Maybe.
Maybe, but where?
Yeah.
And he also says 5 languages and another emoji.
Yes. Marco's the man
Whoa,
with the emojis.
that is an accurate emoji as well.
We know
And
what he
Julia,
feels.
welcome. Welcome. Hello, I'm Julia. I am Sicilian, but I live in Milan. Oh, like us.
Fantastic. Cool.
Cool.
Very close to
Okay, so
home.
yes, I would say so. So guys, please let us know, do you have any talents or any skills?
Exactly. What can you guys do? What do you guys know how to do? What about you, Jadene? Do you have any talents or skills or any hidden talents?
No. No, I
Come
don't.
on. You gotta have something. Come on.
No. I'm just remarkably unskilled. I keep saying like I'm gonna find something that I'm just gonna be really good at.
Yeah.
But still on that treasure hunt.
Have you ever tried plate spinning?
I haven't. I
No?
haven't.
That's an
I
idea
really
for you.
I really hope that that is not my talent. Um, but at this point, maybe I'll take anything. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'll take what I can get,
Alessandra,
as we say.
exactly. Any talent that wants to be thrust upon me, I'll go for it. Alessandro says, "Hi, I'm Alessandra from Naples. Welcome. So yes, please, guys, tell me what your talents are. I really want to know. Maybe your talents are my future talent, but I didn't know it was a thing yet.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. Help me. Okay. So on this slide, we have hidden talents. So
Mm.
Caesar, what is a hidden talent?
So hidden talent. So hidden comes from hide. And hide is a verb to say, for example, right now
Whoa, where
I
did
am
Caesar go?
I'm hiding.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't
Yeah.
find you. Oh, I
I
got so
know.
nervous. I
I'm
was
so
so
good at hide and
worried.
seek.
Don't do that. Don't
I
do
know.
that.
I know. My mom would say the same thing when I was a kid. The only difference is I was like 2 years old and I was in a supermarket. So yeah.
Okay.
But enough
um,
about me, you know.
the life chronicles of Caesar. Join
We're
us
getting really
every
personal today.
every Friday, 10 to 13. No more English learning, just secrets.
Yeah. The untold stories of an English teacher.
I like it. I think the students would buy it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you got to draw them in with the hidden talents.
Yeah.
So what are the hidden talents? What do they mean?
So this is maybe a talent that you have, but people don't really know. People can't really tell just by looking at you, maybe. For example, maybe you are, super strong, but you are
Mm.
not super muscular. Maybe
Hmm.
you can lift a car and nobody knows it.
Maybe Maybe I'm not very muscular, so later I'm going to go outside and try and lift a car, and I'll let you guys know next week if it works. I
Exactly.
think we'll find out pretty quickly. Um, okay, so number one, what do you consider a talent? Do you think that there is a difference between a talent and a skill? So Caesar and I already spoke about this, but tell us your opinion. What do you think? Number two, is a talent something we are born with, or can we learn a talent? It's also very interesting. Number three, do you or someone you know have an unusual talent? So does anyone you know or yourself have a talent that is not very common?
Mm.
And finally, number four, are there any talents you wish you had and why? So we spoke about number one already, but Caesar, do you think a talent, and I think you already said this, so you think a talent is something that you're born with, but do you think anyone can learn a talent?
I think so. I think if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. Just like an example I always like to think of is Michael Jordan. Apparently, Michael Jordan, before he became a famous, rich basketball player, he sucked at basketball. Like he was just
No,
terrible at basketball. They wouldn't even let him on the high school basketball team, I believe. But he
no.
practiced and practiced and practiced until he became the man we know today. So
But then would you say he was talented at basketball, or he was skilled at basketball, but talented at
ah,
trying?
yeah, talented at trying. I like that.
Okay. And
I
also
think that's an accurate
everyone
description.
everyone watching, please tell us what you think. Um, so number three. So is your only talent, would you say, Caesar, learning languages, or do you have any other talents? Do you have any hidden talents? For
Hidden
example,
talents?
are you good at baking or
No, 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 no. Nothing in the kitchen. I'm good at burning food.
oh, okay, that is not useful. But
Yeah,
but good to know, good
I
to
would
know.
say it's a talent.
No one can burn food like me.
Yeah. Um, Let me see. Yeah, no, I think that's maybe the only hidden talent, maybe, because you can't really see it. How about you?
That's true.
Any? I mean, even small talents.
Small talent. I do say I have a gift where I make people who do not like speaking English feel comfortable speaking English,
Oh,
which
that
is
is a talent.
yeah, I think great for my job. But as I was saying, I don't speak any other languages, so,
Yeah.
so difficult for my personal growth.
Well,
But as
I have the
an
opposite
English
talent.
teacher,
I make
fantastic. Yeah,
people
you just take.
uncomfortable speaking English.
Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should start just speaking really quickly, with like a really difficult accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Marco agrees. Yeah, MJ was rejected when he was at high school, I guess, in the
Exactly.
basketball team. Yes, I think probably not socially. I think he was a cool guy, but in terms of basketball, rejection at every
Yeah.
corner. So,
Maybe it wasn't so
does
lucky in
anyone?
the love department. Hey, who knows?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't
As a
know.
result.
But yeah, so Caesar and everyone, you know anyone with an unusual talent? And if the answer's no, have you heard of any unusual talents?
Mm.
What do you think? I heard of a guy.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to watch it on Netflix
Yeah.
actually. It's a documentary about a blind man
Yeah.
who is amazing at playing cards.
Playing?
Um, cards, playing cards like poker, blackjack, etc.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yes. So he is blind, he cannot
Yeah.
see, but he is what you call the dealer. So he is the person that deals the cards
Yeah.
in a game,
Yeah.
and he is incredibly quick with his
Yeah.
hands, and
Oh,
he is
cool.
able to, what do you call it? Fix the game. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
he's able to cheat by
Wow.
knowing when he shuffles exactly how many cards he's holding, so he can understand the order of the deck of cards and he can shuffle them as is. It's really cool.
Wow, that's
A very
crazy.
unusual skill. Yes.
Does he ever play like himself?
I think probably I think he can play, but he always has to start with the cards because
Okay.
otherwise it's a bit unfair. But really, it's
I'm gonna
amazing.
fold. Did I win? Oh man.
Did I win? What do I have? So yeah, no, really, I think really unusual. I think even for someone who was fully sighted,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
call it, if you're very good, very quick, and very sneaky at doing things with your hand, we say somebody has good sleight of hand.
Exactly.
Yeah, which just means, yeah, exactly, Mako. So he's able to count the cards even though he is blind.
Exactly. And I would say in blackjack, not in the blackjack, but just in blackjack in general.
Yeah, so we never need an article if we're talking
Yeah,
about
and not
things.
the card counting, but card counting.
Okay.
When do we use the in English?
So we use the article the when we are talking about one thing specifically, so that we all know about. For example, if I say, I really like the yellow dress, we all know that I'm speaking about this yellow dress that we can see in the picture. We all know which yellow dress I mean. If I just say, I like yellow dresses, it means I generally like yellow dresses when I'm talking about them.
Exactly.
Okay. So finally, guys, are there any talents that you wish you had and why?
Oh, absolutely.
What do you wish you had?
I wish I could sing, and I wish I could dance.
Okay. I also wish that I could dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really fun. It's like a physical activity.
Yeah.
So you would always stay really fit and healthy. But also, I think dancers get to wear really cool outfits.
You just do it for the outfits, right?
I mean, it's a combination. I feel like there's only a certain number of times in anyone's life that you can go out wearing like a skin tight cat suit made out of glitter. But if you're a dancer, that could just be like a Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, so I've just Googled as well, unusual talents.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of these that are pretty cool. The first one is eyebrow dancing.
What? Eyebrow dancing?
Eyebrow
Oh my
eyebrow
god.
dancing. So Cesar, what is eyebrow dancing?
All right, so these are eyebrows. At the moment, they are not on fleek because we are in
Oh,
quarantine. But if you make them dance,
what is on fleek?
oh,
What
on
is on
fleek.
fleek?
On fleek is like perfect. It's like like
Okay,
the best. Eyebrows
okay,
on fleek.
okay.
If you don't
So
know
they're
what
not
that
on fleek.
means, Google eyebrows on fleek, and you will learn a little bit about culture, about our culture.
I don't know if it's about my culture. But
Yeah,
okay,
more
Cesar,
American culture.
I'll let you have it as your culture. Don't worry. Um, we also have the third one is singing with your mouth closed.
I thought that was called humming.
I don't know. Do you want to give it a try?
Oh, give me a song.
My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, no, that's the
No,
extent of it.
that was humming. That was humming. That was
All right,
humming. There's
all right, I got one
also
for you.
okay.
"Wannabe" by the Spice Girls. Go.
Oh, it's hard.
It is.
It is really difficult. Okay, there's also on this list talking backwards.
Okay.
So I
Talking
don't
backwards,
know.
like,
Yeah, I don't know
oh man.
who needs this skill. As well as fast reading.
Okay. I mean that could be
Fast,
useful. I mean, in school and stuff. I mean, you would pass a lot more tests, I think.
maybe, but I don't know if you can really take the information in if you are reading
Yeah.
quickly, if you're reading so quickly. And the last one that I think is very funny is extreme pen spinning. So not
Extreme
just pen, yeah,
spinning.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
god.
not just pen spinning, extreme
What does that
pen
even
spinning.
mean? Like, do you do it
This is
on the
like
edge of a
really
cliff?
fast. Not maybe. I was thinking it's like really fast pen spinning,
You
or like with 1,000 pens, spinning them all.
with like pens made out of knives, just dipped in
Maybe,
ink.
or maybe knives on pens.
Oh
A
gosh, yeah.
thousand knives and 1,000 pens, and it's extreme.
Oh
It's
man.
extreme. So please, everybody, share with us your talents. I want to know. You're
Yeah.
all being so quiet.
What are you guys good at?
Okay.
What do you guys suck at?
Ooh, what does it mean? What do you suck at?
So to suck at is another way to say that you are terrible at something, but it's more colloquial.
Okay, good to know. So what are you good at? Using adjectives plus at. So some adjectives we can use to say that we are really good or really bad at something include being great at, brilliant at, fantastic at,
Oh yeah.
terrible at,
Oh no.
hopeless at, useless at, and lousy at.
No.
So
I feel like
which
useless at is very British.
do you think so?
Yeah.
No, no. Which of these, Caesar, would you say are positive and which are negative? And which do you think are the most positive and the most negative?
Ooh, like ranking them?
Yeah.
All right. So I'd say maybe fantastic and brilliant would be like the top two.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think one would be stronger than the other, or they're pretty similar?
I'd say they're the same. Maybe brilliant. Personally, I would say is the strongest, but I
Yeah.
think you can use them interchangeably. You can use them the same.
Okay. Perfect. I would also say like maybe I'm amazing at something. I would put it along with these. Brilliant at, amazing at, fantastic at. Then I would say great at, just under, just a little bit less.
Okay. Not fantastic, but more than good.
Exactly. Exactly. Then you've got good at. Then I would say after good at, all right at, or okay at. So this is just kind of like, meh. It's all right. Not amazing, but not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. What about the bad ones? Which ones would you say are the worst,
I
strongest?
think I think they're all pretty bad. I think maybe lousy at
Yeah,
would
would be the strongest
be
for you?
no, would be the least strong.
Ah,
I
okay,
think
yeah.
I think after good at we have bad at, lousy at. Although I think lousy is very American.
Yeah,
British
really?
in British English we don't really say the word lousy.
Oh no.
Um and then I'd say useless at, then terrible at, but finally, I'd say hopeless because if you're hopeless, there is no chance that you will ever improve. This is what we say at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
There is
exactly.
nothing more. You have nothing more to give.
Exactly.
Um,
Rock
quite,
bottom.
quite sad, yeah. Quite a sad little phrase.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use this one lightly, but for
Mm.
example, I can say I am hopeless at running.
Yeah.
Really, really, I just hate it. I think
Yeah.
it's very boring. I have
Yeah.
no energy, and I don't think that I would ever get any better.
All right. Yeah, I agree with that. It is very boring unless you're running,
Mm.
with purpose.
Or running away from something.
Yeah, exactly. Like I need motivation. I need either a carrot or a stick. I can't just run for, the sake of running,
Do you think you would run for a carrot? Is that all it would take for you?
I mean, it'd have to have a pizza on it, but yeah.
Okay.
In that
Okay, carrot pizza. Maybe I could run for carrot
hold the
pizza. I
hold
do
the
like
hold the
pizza.
carrot though.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So when that's a good point. When you say hold the carrot, do you
Ooh,
want me
yes.
to hold the carrot? What's happening there?
Okay, so when we're ordering something, when we're talking about food usually, and we say hold something, it means don't put this thing on it. So without that, for example, if I say I want a cheeseburger, but hold the cheese, this means I want a cheeseburger with no cheese, aka a hamburger.
That is true. It does have its very own thing.
Yeah.
No, good point. Good point. Okay. So yes, I am going to list some things that I consider talents or skills, and I would
Mm,
like everybody, because I can see you're all currently so engaged anyway,
yes,
um,
absolutely.
to tell me how you rank. Oh, I don't need to because Alessandro has
Oh,
sent us a
fantastic. Stepped
comment.
up to the plate.
Yay! Okay, so Alessandro, I'm lousy at cooking omelets, so we don't need the H, Alessandro.
Maybe he
And
cooks them at
burgers.
home.
That is
No.
actually that is no, that's really cool, and I like that. So we've come up with a new word. You've invented it. You have a
Yeah.
talent for word invention.
Yes,
Uh,
omelets.
so now omelets that we cook at home, we can call them homelets.
Exactly. Or
Okay.
your friends. What's up, homelet?
Nah, I don't
No?
know if this will work. I think it's too much. It's too
Okay,
much,
okay.
Cesar.
All right.
Calm down.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm lousy at cooking omelets and burgers. The first one is horrible, while the second one is always burned. Oh
Wow.
no.
Oh
That's
man.
so sad. That's really sad. Although I think, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, Caesar, we would
Yeah.
use the participle. Is it the participle burnt instead?
Well, in the US we could also say burned. I
Would you
would
say
I
burned?
mean personally I would say burnt with the T.
Hmm.
But I think in the US you could also write it with, ed, burned or burnt.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I think it depends on where you are.
Interesting. There you go. English is so flexible, you guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Or fluid.
and lousy. Why are they always burnt? What are you doing, Alessandro? Are you deep frying them? What's going on? And as well, what's the problem with the omelette or the homelet? Are they? Is it the ingredients you don't like? Have you considered recipes?
Yeah.
Mm.
Cookbooks, tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah, because maybe this is something that you're not talented at, but you could become skilled at. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yes.
I like how you
Actually,
tied that together.
yeah. I am not bad at cooking. I'm not excellent,
Yeah.
but it is a skill that I've improved on. For example, I really like poached eggs.
Yeah.
So a poached egg is when you cook an egg within the water, but the egg is outside
So
of the
like
shell.
boiled.
No. So when you boil an egg, the egg is in the shell.
Okay.
When you poach an egg, you crack an egg into water and you cook it in the water.
Gotcha.
Um, and I could not get the shape right, and it really used to frustrate me. It used to
So
make
you
me
can
so
make it,
angry.
you can control the shape?
Yes,
Oh
you
wow.
can. So the perfect poached eggs kind
Yeah.
of come in a little shape like this,
Okay. And
like
how do
this,
you get
like a rounded diamond. Well, I will tell you the secret, guys.
Oh, so you do have a
Um,
talent.
no, I have a skill. The YouTube chef had the talent. He really saved me.
Okay.
Yes. So the most important thing is the quality of the egg. If you have a bad quality egg, it just won't make the shape. But
How
if
do
you
you
have
know?
you don't. So, well, I guess it depends how much money you spend on your eggs. If you are
Okay.
like me, and before I used to spend very little money on my eggs, I could not poach them. But when you go and you get the farm fresh egg that costs
Ooh.
like €1 more, we're talking good shapes.
Oh
Okay.
man. All right.
And also
Diamonds for
you have
days.
to diamonds. You also have to crack the egg into a glass or bowl first, and then pour it into the water, and then it just kind of like swirls into this beautiful shape. It's really nice. It's
Oh
really
wow.
nice.
I gotta try that.
Yeah,
I've
you
never
should.
tried making it.
I like that. Well, I'm not sure if it would work for you, considering your previously mentioned terrible cooking talents, but
Yeah.
you never know. You can try it.
It might be a hidden
Uh,
talent.
it could be hidden to even yourself.
Yeah.
So Alessandra says, I forget it on fire. Or I use lots of things to cook it. Do you mean, so for the burger, your problem isn't that you're bad at cooking it, it's that you do not remember to finish cooking it, which
Yeah,
is interesting.
this one seems to me more like a time management problem or a organizational issue.
um, Whereas with the omelette, I use lots of things to cook it. So do you mean ingredients, which are the foods, the different
All the ingredients.
foods that we put together, or the utensils, which
Yeah.
are all of the physical kitchen means
Yeah.
that you use to cook. For example, a spatula or a whisk.
Yeah. Pot,
I
pan.
I hope the ingredients.
Yeah, me too.
Otherwise, you've got a lot of washing up to do. So
Yeah.
much washing up.
And maybe he has
Terrible.
too many utensils, and maybe that's why it gets burnt because, he doesn't have, enough time to really switch from one to another.
True. Maybe he's washing up from the omelette and the burger's on fire. It's good. Don't worry, Alessandro. We're here to solve your problems.
Yeah. We
Okay,
don't
so
only teach English, we solve issues here. We solve,
uh,
problems.
step one, less utensils, okay?
Yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you. Okay, no
Ingredients. Okay.
ingredients.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, try
okay,
less
thank you.
ingredients. Work your way down.
It's true. Do you get bored? Do you not just want the traditional egg, cheese, tomato? You think, no, man, I want some
Burgers.
aubergine in there.
A question, Alessandro, are the burgers and the omelets cooked in the same meal? Is it like
Ooh,
all one thing? Because I think
omelet
that's a
burger,
great idea, but you might need another person to help you.
maybe. It is. It's a lot of effort and attention that goes into making both omelets and burgers.
Yeah. It's an art, really.
It is an art. It is an art. Um, just before we move on, in this
Yeah.
picture there is a person playing guitar. Do you
Mm.
have any musical talent? So you've told us that you cannot sing. You are terrible at singing. But do you have any other kind of musical gifts?
Um, I can wish. I can wish really, really well that I could play, but I can't. So yeah. I would love to
Okay.
play an instrument. I can play maybe like, 2 or 3 notes for like 2 or 3 songs, but that's the extent
Yeah.
of my musical knowledge and ability.
Which instrument would you play if you could?
I would say either the guitar or the piano, but probably the guitar. Like if I had to choose, I would probably pick the guitar because I like the sound a little bit more.
Okay, would you choose an electric guitar or an acoustic
I would
guitar?
probably go with the acoustic. just because there's other things you can also do with it. You could also add a little bit of what's it called? Percussion, maybe? Like
On
drums, you know?
on an acoustic?
Yeah, yeah, because you
Ah,
could, kind of, boom, and then kind of
that's
mix
true.
it, you know.
That's true.
How
You could
about
always
you?
go for a hybrid. You could get an electroacoustic
Ooh,
guitar,
that's true. Yeah.
which is like the combination. No, I don't play any instruments. I did for a short time take some harmonica lessons, which
Harmonica, can you
again,
play anything?
actually, yeah, I was really not bad. But maybe my
Wow.
my problem isn't that I am untalented. It's that I'm very lazy. And
Ah, okay.
unlike Michael Jordan, I do not I do not practice things. But I have my harmonica in Italy. So when
Yeah,
I
do
get
you play
it
it on
back,
the balcony?
no, I don't have it with me. I left it in my old house. I know. I know.
Oh,
I'm having
no.
a terrible time.
You should have
But
thought of it about that before the quarantine.
I
These are
know.
things, you can't
I was
forget.
a fool. I was a fool. Um, okay, so Alessandra has confirmed they are different dishes. Okay,
Okay.
good,
All
good.
right. That works.
And also he's good at
Ooh,
playing
wow, cool.
drums and piano. Are you only good, Alessandro? Or are you great? Are you fantastic? Are you okay? Are
Yeah.
you better at one than the other? So that's a
That's a good
nice,
one.
yeah, it's a nice range.
Mm.
If you get it's called a looping pedal.
A
So it's
what?
something, a looping pedal.
What is that?
So
Is that the little thing that you use on the drums?
no. So
No?
a looping pedal is something that you can press with your foot, which is
Yeah.
why it's a pedal, and it will record for a period of time while you play something, and then it will play it
Oh.
continuously on a loop. So if
Okay, yeah.
you
Makes sense.
play the drums and the piano together, you could produce a whole song with
That's
many
crazy.
different loops. Yeah. Oh, you're just good. Okay.
All
But then
right.
you have, that's good.
Better than
It's
us.
better than exactly.
A lot better than us.
Exactly. And now in quarantine period, Alessandro, I hope you are practicing and improving. Maybe at
Absolutely.
the end of it, you will be fantastic. Okay, so Cesar, do you want to take this slide?
Yeah, absolutely. So explaining a sequence. So when you have a talent, a skill, or a hobby that you become proficient at, you can also teach other people. And I think teaching is one of the best ways to really, really, really get good at something. So here we're going to talk about kind of how to explain a sequence. So we have three parts. We have starting out, continuing, and finishing. We can also say finishing up. We want to, get crazy with it.
Okay.
So
So,
Alessandro and anybody else who's watching, and Marco, and so we have Alessandro, Marco, and Julia. What do you guys think we could use for starting out? What do you think is one,
yeah.
JD?
Well, I think while they are thinking, I'll just read out uh,
Oh
the
yeah,
sequence phrases
good idea.
so you can all get an understanding of pronunciation, how we pronounce some of these words. So we have when you've completed all the steps, the first thing you do is, the next step is to, before you begin, the best place to begin, the last step is, once you've done that, then, in the end, and when you finish that, then. So, okay, excellent, Marco.
Fantastic,
So
Marco.
he's got a great answer for us. He
Yeah,
says, starting out, I would say, the first thing you do is, before you begin, and the best place to begin is, I completely agree.
fantastic. And I
Because these
really
all
like how he used the structure. I would say instead of I
have,
think,
ooh,
he said I would say. So this is really, really good, Marco. This is exactly how we would say it.
Excellent. That's that high level talking. I don't know. Do you know, Caesar, if I press play, if it will go to starting out or if it will go in the order that we can see?
Good question. Are you feeling
Let's
lucky?
try it. Yeah. No!
I knew it.
I wasn't
I
lucky.
really
I
didn't
wasn't
though.
lucky. Oh, but it doesn't matter because Marco has
Because
done them
Marco
all.
is, yep, he's on fire.
Well done. Okay, so continuing. The next step is to, once you've done that then, and when you finish that then, yes, exactly. So the second two, once you've done that, and also when you finish that, could be a little bit confusing because we have words that make it sound like we are at the end of our sequence. But they're both followed by the word then, which tells us that there is more to come.
Exactly.
And finally, we have finishing. So when you have completed all the steps, so when the steps have been completed, the last step is and in the end. Fantastic. 10 million trillion points to Marco.
Exactly. Marco is good at answering questions.
Marco is fantastic at explaining a sequence.
Yes, he is. Marco is gifted at participating in our webinar.
I have a question, Cesar.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that as we're speaking, so when we use the adjectives and at, the verb that follows always seems to take the same form. So
yes.
Marco is gifted at explaining a sequence. Someone else is talented at cooking. I am talented at dancing in my dreams. So what do you notice about the structure?
Yeah, so here all of the words are in the ing form. So why is that exactly? So after prepositions in English, we almost always use the ing form. And this is just an easy little rule. If you have a preposition, you need ing after. You need some type of noun.
Okay. Excellent. So that is something really, really good to note. I'm trying to type it, but my computer is freezing.
Oh, no worries.
Thank you.
I got you.
Okay. Good. So for our final task, which hopefully we can do.
Yes, absolutely. French toast.
So we have
Question
a
for you, though. Question for you.
Okay, tell me.
When do you eat French toast?
Good question. I would still say in the morning. I think it's a really fun breakfast.
Absolutely. Okay, good.
Does anyone
It is
eat
not a dessert, people.
No. It's
Pancakes are not a dessert.
No, it's like a luxury breakfast.
Exactly. You guys need to calm down with that.
You
That's
can't
too
do
much.
it every day. You can't do it every day. Otherwise, that's crazy. But on a special day, maybe a birthday, or if you've got one day off of work, not like now, you cannot French toast every morning in the quarantine. Then yeah, you can do it. So if you don't know what French toast is, you can probably guess by what we have said. It is a very sweet breakfast, kind of like a pancake, but using actual bread.
Yeah.
Do
you prefer French toast or pancakes? Or waffles?
Oh, I think pancakes, waffles, French toast.
No.
Yeah, but I think I've only had French toast once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out.
That's the problem. I've not had enough French toast to love it. What about you guys? But waffles, I'm a big waffle fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love
I
waffles.
haven't had that many waffles, to be honest. For me, it's like the opposite.
Really? I think they're all really just the same thing, aren't they? They're the same thing with like a different shape.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
They are very
I love
similar.
waffles.
The good thing
I
about
like
French
the
toast
little.
is the cinnamon, though. Very cinnamony.
Ah, I do like cinnamon. I do
Mm.
like cinnamon.
And the
Okay, so
crunch. Sorry, I'm getting
here we
hungry.
have a recipe. Me too. Here we have a recipe for French toast. I'll read it out, but you can notice that it's missing it. It's missing. Oh my goodness, it's missing all of the sequencing words. So please,
Yes.
in the comments, if you don't want to rewrite the whole thing, at least write the number and whether you would put a sequencing word at the beginning or end of the sentence. Um, just so that this recipe sounds a bit nicer.
Yeah.
So we
More
have number one. Yeah. Make sure to use only stale bread, as fresh bread will fall apart in the pan. I did not know that. Number
neither did
two,
I.
beat the eggs. So mix the eggs harshly, and
Yeah.
slowly and slowly add the milk. Number three, add sugar, cinnamon, and a bit of vanilla to the eggs and milk. Number four, soak the bread in the egg mixture for about 30 seconds on each side.
30 seconds? That's so much. No wonder they fall apart in the pan.
You gotta soak them. So soak.
Jesus.
It doesn't say lightly dip. It says soak. So soak is to really, really get something wet. Um,
Yes.
almost. Number five, heat the pan over medium heat and drop in your slices. Number six, cook for about 2 minutes on each side. And number seven, I like this one, serve with maple syrup and enjoy. The most
That's an
important
order. That's an
part.
order.
You better like it. You better like this French toast.
You go and eat it and
Alessandro,
you're gonna like it.
yeah, Alessandro, if you're still here, here's a new recipe for you to try.
Yes.
So, Caesar,
Only
how
use
can
these
we make this
ingredients though.
recipe? Yeah, no more ingredients.
Don't get too
And
crazy.
watch it the whole time. You've got strict timings, okay? 30 seconds, 2 minutes. Maintain this.
Exactly.
Um, so how can we make this recipe sound more natural, Caesar?
All
What
right.
would you do? What would you change?
So I would say, okay. So is it already in order? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say, um, before you begin, make sure you have stale bread, as fresh bread will will fall apart in the pan.
Okay, fantastic. So before you even start, make sure you have the correct ingredients.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then the first thing you do is you beat the eggs harshly and slowly add the milk.
Okay.
Gently add sugar, cinnamon, and a bit of vanilla to the eggs and milk.
Oh, you've got some adverbs in there as well. Okay.
Absolutely. Then the next step is to soak, not dip, but soak the bread in the egg mixture for about 30 seconds each side.
Yes. Yes, we want an even soaking.
Exactly. You don't want a half soaked one side
Um,
and a
no,
fully soaked side. You
no,
want it evenly soaked throughout.
madness. Evenly soaked. Excellent.
Absolutely. Once you've done that, heat the pan over medium heat and drop in your slices. I'm ready to burn my kitchen. Yes. Oh god, that was good. That was good.
Fantastic,
Oh
fantastic.
man,
Oh, please don't
you
actually
got it,
mind me.
Alessandro.
That is a talent, everybody.
Yes.
That is a talent.
Despite
Oh,
despite
excellent.
everything, he's still ready. He's still like eager, and that is That is talent if I ever saw it, you know?
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. So we're past the soak. We've said to heat, and then
Drop in your
how would we
slices.
end? Yeah.
Yeah, you can drop them gently, harshly, whatever, you know, whatever you're into. Then finally, the last step is to cook for about 2 minutes each side, to cook each side for about 2 minutes.
Mhm.
And when you've completed all the steps, serve with maple syrup or corn syrup. I personally
Hmm.
prefer corn syrup. And enjoy.
Okay, excellent. So, Alessandro, good luck. This is the end of the lesson. If you have any final questions, please just let us know and we'll really quickly try to answer. But just a quick recap, we have looked at different language we can use to explain a sequence or if you want to teach somebody something. And if the slide changes, we've also looked at some different adjectives we can use to describe being good or bad at something. And remember, usually to follow the preposition at, we use a noun in the ing form. So Alessandro is brilliant at burning the kitchen.
Yes. He's the best at
Um,
burning the kitchen.
exactly. And we also had some conversations about different talents and skills, and looked at some vocab, including what a hidden talent is and the difference between a talent and skill. So for everyone that contributes, thank you so much. Thank you, Marco, also for
Thank
taking
you,
part.
Marco. Thank you,
And
Alessandro.
Alessandro, okay, you've got the backup plan. Excellent. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, guys.